Welcome everybody to a new analysis of TRADOMICS. In this episode, we're going to give an update regarding PayPal, especially referring to the last analysis that we issued more than a month ago. In the last episode regarding PayPal, we said that um, the top at $68.21 was critical to understand the future direction of the price, especially for the midterm. We have had, thanks to the earnings release, a top which is over $68.21, and the top has reached $70.66. This has a specific implication for the future direction, but according also to the last analysis, we said that we were expecting a retracement to basically close this T plus 3 downward cycle. And we said also that such retracement could have touched the different levels of Fibonacci. And we touched the Fibonacci level of 50% retracement around $61.96. So the analysis was perfectly correct. And we have had the proof of the market that what we were foreseeing thanks to the T-cycle analysis was definitely according to the moves by measuring or by gauging time. This is the real advantage over technical analysis. Now, let's erase some of the pictures here and let's update the chart to better understand what could happen in the next future. So first of all, with this top, we have had a retracement and a subsequent top that lasted 23 bars, which is a T plus 1H. Now, here, let's update. This is a bi-weekly upward cycle, and that pushed the price back towards the 50% Fibonacci retracement, and subsequently we have had this stop. And this T plus 1 was also foreseeable because the sum of a first weekly cycle and a second weekly cycle gives a T plus 1. Not in all cases is like that. It can be also another weekly upward cycle, but in this case has been a T plus 1, so bi-weekly upward cycle. And the duration, you can always check the duration. Here we have had 7 days for the second weekly upward cycle, and for the first weekly upward cycle we have had 10 days. Regarding the downward cycle, this T plus 3 has been divided in the first T plus 1 bi-weekly cycle 17 days. Then subsequently we have had the second bi-weekly downward cycle, like this, positive one. And finally, we have had 13 days, a third bi-weekly negative downward cycle that allowed to close this T plus 3. So now let's update the chart like this. Here. The thing now is with this low and with this top, what has happened? So you remember that here we said that there was a T plus 2, so a monthly upward cycle. And this monthly upward cycle has lasted 42 bars out of 44. So from this top, we can expect at least a T plus 2, but not just a simple T plus 2. We can expect even more, because if we gauge the time from this T plus 4 to here, we have 69 bars. So a T plus 2 plus a second T plus 2 can give a T plus 3. So now here we can say that this is a T plus 2 slash T plus 3. Actually, we are expecting a T plus 3. Why that? Because in this case, we have also to track down the weekly downward cycle. So the weekly downward cycle in this case finished here. So we had 8 bars, and this weekly downward cycle after the third or the second candle turned it into a negative one. And that's why we have had such retracement. And such retracement has now reached the total duration of 7 bars. So it's not given by fact that we can keep continuing going up, but we might have a move of this kind. And basically we can go lower to this low by the 11th bar. So we still have eventually time to go to the low or to the lowest part by today or even tomorrow, if we consider a weekly hybrid cycle duration. Therefore, here we have to be careful because it's not given by fact that we can keep going up, but at the same time, and this is the beauty of this analysis, at the same time, by gauging the time, we know that from this top, we have had a weekly upward cycle, which means that, which means the following. So if we go today or tomorrow even over this top at $64.94, then we might have an upward weekly cycle that will be of this shape. So we can seek tops or we can seek highs at least until Friday 17th May, at most until 11 bars, at most on Friday 24 May. So the critical level on the short term is $64.94 for long positions, and the other one is $62.88 if we want to, or if funds want to go back to the low. Here we have also a gap down, so probably if we go down today or tomorrow, we should reach target price regarding $62.45. So that's what we can say. So at the moment here, this is on the short term. On the long term, I think this is the most interesting part of the video analysis, is given that this T plus 4 has been broken with this top here, once we will have enough time to complete a T plus 3, then we already know that we're going to go back to the top and even higher, because we have to complete this T plus 4 for how long? A total duration of its minimum, which is a 94 bars. So we can go back to the top by either the 4th of June or from the 4th of June onwards. At most, we can complete the T plus 4 after 168 bars. So we have time to go back to the tops till, here we go, till September, 19th of September 2024. That is all for PayPal. I think this is a really nice summary of what has happened and what we can expect, not just for the short term, but also for the mid and long term. If you like the analysis, please subscribe to our channels, give us a like, because an appreciation is always warmly welcomed. And wish you a really nice end of the day. And thank you very much for watching.